Hello grade 10 students! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Mr. Brian Bulacton again at your service. So today, I will be making a tutorial video for Module 3 of Quarter 1, which is about arithmetic means and the end term of arithmetic sequence.
3.
Now let us consider this major task. Find the indicated terms of the following arithmetic sequences. So for number 1, we are given 3, 7, 11. Then we're going to give the 4th and the 5th terms. So, to be able to give the missing terms for number 1, the first step is we need to find the common difference represented by a small letter d. So to get the common difference, all we have to do is to choose any two consecutive terms of the sequence. So you can have 11 and 7, or you can have 7 and 3. So, in my case, I will choose 3 and 7. So you will have 7 minus 3. So it should be the present term minus the previous term. Okay? So 7 minus 3. You cannot have 3 minus 7 because the answer would be different. Okay? So the answer is 7 minus 3 is 4. Another thing that you have to remember, if the numbers or if the terms in the sequence are increasing, that means your common difference is a positive number. So 3 becomes 7, 7 becomes 11, so it is expected that the common difference is a positive number. So if you will interchange these two in computing for D, you will have negative 4, which is wrong. Okay? So it should be 7 minus 3 or 11 minus 7. After that, you will add your common difference to the last known term. So 11 plus 4 is 15. Then 15 plus 4 is 19. So that is, or those are the missing numbers or terms for number 1. Now let's move on to number 2. Let's consider this given. 7, 12, 17, 22, and so on. And then we're going to find a sub 31. So a sub 31 is our missing term. Now my first question is it a wise thing to make blanks until you reach 31? The answer to that is no. It is very impractical if you are going to list down the missing terms after 22 until you reach 31 and you will be getting 31 only, or the 31st term only. That would be very unwise. So in this case, we will be making that problem, or we will be giving solution to that problem by providing you a formula. And that formula is, so this is the formula in finding the end term of an arithmetic sequence. So end term of an arithmetic sequence formula. Of an arithmetic sequence. So, the formula will be a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times d, where your a sub n, okay, your a sub n is your end term, or that would be the missing term, the term that you need to solve. So a sub n is your end term. Your a sub 1 is, of course, your first term, the first term in the sequence. Then n is the number of terms, and d, kita pa ba, is common difference. Klaro pa? Dai? Okay. So, again, your a sub n is the nth term, your a sub 1 is the first term, your n is the number of terms, and your d is the common difference. Now, let's go back to the given. What is our, you identify first the given. Okay? You list down the given so that you will be guided. So, what are the given? What is our a sub 1? Your a sub 1 is equal to, your first term is equal to 7. That is your a sub 1. Then, your d. What is our d? So, to get a d, just choose any two consecutive terms. 12 minus 7 is equal to 5. So, that is your d. What is our unknown? So, you list down where you write the unknown. Our unknown is a sub 31. That is our unknown. Therefore, how many terms are there in the sequence? How many terms are there when we will be solving for a sub 31 as the nth term? So our n is 31. So there are 31 terms in the sequence. So whatever is the subscript of your unknown, that will also be your n. Gets? So this time, let us solve for our a sub n. So let's proceed to the solution. I'll erase this part here because we don't really have enough space. So allow me to erase the writings on top. So let's have our solution. Solution. For our solution, you always start with a formula. Our formula is a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times d. Now, substitute. Our a sub n or our nth term is a sub 31. So you replace it with a sub 31. It is now equal to our a sub 1 is 7 plus the quantity of how many terms are there. What is our n? Our n is 31 minus 1 times what is our d? Our d is 5. Now, you simplify it further. You will have 7 plus 31 minus 1 is 30 times 5. Now, simplify. What do we need to perform first? Multiplication or addition? The answer to that is multiplication. So we will be using m dash here. So you copy 7, copy plus, then 30 times 5 is 150. 7 plus 150 is 157. So that is our a sub 31. So it is 157 is the 31st term of the given sequence. Okay? So very easy, very practical. Instead of listing down all the elements or all the terms after 22 to get a sub 31, you can simply solve for the nth term using the formula. Now let's proceed to the third example. Negative 6, negative 2, 2, and so on. And we're going to find a sub 85. So what is our a sub 1? Our a sub 1 is negative 6. So that's the first step. You list down the given. Then, what is our common difference? Our d. So you choose any two consecutive terms. So you can have this two or you can have this two. So in this case, I'll be choosing this. So you will have negative 2 minus, copy, negative 6. That is equal to negative 2, negative times negative is positive. So positive 6. Different signs. So negative 2 plus 6 is positive 4. So the common difference is a positive number because the numbers are increasing. So negative 6 becomes negative 2, and so on and so forth. Okay? Now what is our n? Our n. Our n is the subscript of your missing term, which is 85. So you write 85 here. What is our unknown? Our unknown is a sub 85. That is our unknown. So now let's proceed to our solution. We are now ready to solve if we have already identified our given. So I start with the formula. A sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times d. Replace your a sub n with a sub 85. So that is equal to a sub 1 is negative 6 plus, what is our n? N is 85 minus 1 times our d, which is equal to 4. Now, simplify it further. You will have negative 6 plus 85 minus 1 is 84 times 4. You will have negative 6 plus 16, carry 1, 336. So, negative 6 plus 336 is 330. And 330 is our a sub 85 or our 85th term. Okay? So now let's proceed to number 4. I will be showing you a given wherein there are variables involved, because this is the usual fear of students. If students could see that the forms of the given are different from that of the usual, they would think that the approach to solve it is different. No, do not go away from the concept. We will still apply the concept here. So start with identifying the given. Our a sub 1 is the first term, that is 2x. Common difference is you choose any two consecutive terms. So I will choose this 7x minus 2x. And that is equal to 5x. Now our n is equal to 65 because we are looking for the 65th term, which is actually our unknown. Our unknown is a sub 65. Okay? Now, proceed to your solution. Our solution, start with the formula. A sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus quantity of n minus 1 times d. Substitute. Our a sub n will become a sub 65. Our a sub 1 is 2x. Then our n is 65 minus 1 times d, which is 5x. Simplify further. This becomes 2x plus 65 minus 1 is 64 times 5x. So it will become 2x plus 64 times 5x, that would be 0, then 30, 32, 320x. 2x plus 320x, I'll just be writing the answer here, is equal to 322x. So 322x is our 65th term. And there you have it, guys, for finding the nth term of an arithmetic sequence. But we are not yet done for Module 3. We will still be talking about determining the arithmetic means of an arithmetic sequence. So please look for the next video for that.